Hello. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hello, one of family. Welcome back to our channel. We discuss everyday family issues and society and relationship and culture on this platform. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and make sure that you follow us on Facebook. Okay, and also join the growing community. All right. Welcome back. Good evening. If you look on the screen, you can see what we're going to discuss this evening. We're going to talk about why some Nigerian women in diaspora choose to leave their men. You can say Nigerians in diaspora, the reason why some married women decide to leave their husbands. Okay. So the number is on the screen to join the program. You can call to voice your view or your opinion, your thoughts. Okay. On the program. If you cannot call, you can as well put on the comment section your comment. If it's related to what we're discussing this evening, I'll read them out. All right. The number to call is +447449823876. It's a WhatsApp number. You can call the WhatsApp to join the program. All right. +447449823876. That is the number. Okay. Is also going to be on the screen here as we go along. All right. You may have heard a man who brought his wife from Africa and she later left him. In a different scenario, in a different instance, a different man trained his fiance at the university in Nigeria and was able to take her abroad, bring her abroad here, maybe and anywhere in the Western world. Understand? But she left him. So many stories, many stories. I don't know. You heard a lot of stories, right? So to the extent that some guys, some men that wants to get married and they want to go back to Africa or go back home to get married. Some of them are having cold feet. They are having cold feet. They're having doubts. Understand? And I don't know why. Why is it like that? Why is it like that? So that's what we're going to be discussing this evening. Why is it like that? That especially in we're discussing about Nigerians, all right? It can happen in some other African countries. We're just asking. You understand? Why is it that many married women, once they come abroad, they tend to leave their husbands? That a brother had come back to Africa in search of a kind of lady that would fit into his culture, and customs. As a black woman, as a black man, an African, you need a woman from your culture that knows your beliefs, that know everything about your customs. And you decided to go to Africa and get this lady. Okay, because you're trying to start a family in another man's country. You decided to bring your wife along to assist you. All right. Then why do a lot of wives discover that their lives significantly change after a few years? Once they get to here and abroad, once they get abroad, they discover that their lives change significantly once they start living there. And then some of them, they choose to do what? They divorce their husbands or they decide to separate or decide to leave them. We are discussing Nigerian women in diaspora. Some of them married and they choose to leave their men. Like I said, you can call You can phone in. Let me know what you think because we are deliberating on this evening. We are going to discuss about this evening. We're deliberating on it big time. So call. The number is on the screen and the line is open. I would like to hear your thoughts. I would like to hear your opinion. Okay? The line is free. Call one on now on +44 744 982 3876. Call now. The line is free. The line is open now. I would like you to call. I would like to hear your opinion. Okay? What you shouldn't ignore, what most of you shouldn't ignore, what most of you should have in mind, just like have to know that, is that many married women in most African countries, particularly in Nigeria, have few options because they are dependent on their husbands for everything. Many of them have fewer options because of the dependency on their husband. Their husbands provide everything. They provide almost majority of the things, most of them. You understand? So that dependency on their husband makes most of them, they don't have options. So they can just stay in that marriage or stay with their husband for as long. Many have children and all that. They just stay with them. Understand? But however, once they leave Africa and they get to Europe or they get to Australia or they get to America or they leave, they just put that they went abroad. And once they get there, then they see the numerous opportunities. I'm talking about numerous opportunities for their own personal development. You understand? They identify and they know that they have options, many options now for their own personal development, many options for their independence, many options for their freedom from societal expectations. In Africa, they have that expectation, society, they expected you to be with your husband, they expected you to maybe stay at home, take care of the kids, they expected you to, do a lot of things, which many of them, because of that, they don't have many options. They just believe that's what the society expect them to do. But once they leave Africa and come around in the West, or just move down here to the West, and they realize that there are a lot of options. The society here or the culture down here is quite different from Africa. And here they have options for their own personal development. It gives them it gives them that confidence to make difficult decisions, even if it means maybe ending their relationship, ending their marriage, separating from their husband. You understand? And what many of you didn't know, or many of you didn't understand, or what many of you didn't, maybe many people didn't tell you, is that living abroad presents unique challenges. You have a lot of challenges, unique challenges and opportunities, like I said earlier. So for some of them, from some of those Nigerian women, it's a chance for them to do what? To redefine their roles. To redefine their roles. What are their roles as a wife? They have to redefine it. And there are opportunities and expectations in marriage. You understand? So, but the situation is that, but sometimes, that journey or this journey of self discovery, yeah, leads to unexpected what? Decisions. Unexpected decisions that sometimes might lead them, or maybe they choose to do what? Leave their husbands. I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about. They choose to leave their husband. Once they notice, once they get here in Europe, once they get they get abroad, once they leave Africa, once they leave Nigeria, and then they get to the West, and then they realize that there are a lot of opportunities for them, a lot of opportunities. And those opportunities give them the chance to redefine their roles as a married or maybe as a wife, their roles in that marriage. Sometimes most of them they realize that they have that freedom now. They are free to make choices. They are free to choose whatever they want to do. Maybe their personal development, education, and some other things. So because of that, that unexpected decisions can even lead, maybe they choose to leave their husbands. Okay. We're discussing why some Nigerian women in diaspora choose to leave their men. It's not, it might not be other countries in Africa, most of them here, they have their maybe the way they believe they live, or I don't really know, but it's just that this is the culture I know. So, and is a social circle that I'm in, and I know a little bit about, and that's why I'm like, focusing on Nigerians. I'm talking about Nigerian women. All right. Many, many times you hear that a man brought his wife abroad and she left him. Many will just jump into conclusion. They just jump into conclusion without even hearing the full story, without hearing from the woman. They don't want to hear the woman's side of the story. You understand what I mean? So I think if you want to marry from Africa, if you want to go home, you go to motherland to get married and bring, maybe you have that intention of bringing your wife abroad, you should be honest. You should be honest with the lady. I'm talking about you should tell her the truth about your circumstances as a man. Let her know. Tell her the truth, how you're living, where you're living, how things are going. Because you're going to spend your life with this lady. She's going to be your wife. So why should some men, maybe some men, what they do, you know that you're going to get married. You met this lady and you want to marry her. You want to bring her abroad. How can you be sending pictures of cars that you don't own, claiming that is yours? You are sharing an apartment with people, which is common in the West. Oh, once you get here, you have to start from small. You start from one room. You share apartment with people, you share rooms with people. You understand that you're sharing your apartment with some people. You understand? But when those your apartment neighbors, people, they're out, maybe they went to work or went to school. Then what do? You start taking pictures of their apartment, taking pictures of the flat. You would take pictures and then send to this woman, send to this lady, claiming that is yours, the apartment is yours, the flat is yours. Sometimes this lady was living comfortable in Nigeria, right? She was living large. She has her own apartment. She has her own car. She has a good job where she was working. You understand? Everything maybe is going on well for her. I mean, she's okay. And this man is trying everything to possible to convince her to leave her comfort zone, to come and do what? To come and live with him. Or he's doing that with deceit. He's lying to this lady. So what do you expect? You think that when she gets here, she will not find out, or she will not find out the truth. What are you doing? What are you expecting? What are you even trying to achieve? You understand? That apartment is yours, is not yours. She would have to share the kitchen and toilet with your flatmates. It's not yours. You're sharing apartment with people. Once she gets here, she's gonna live in there. She will share apartment with your flatmates. She will share the kitchen. She will share the toilet with them. But she didn't know because you've been claiming large. You're claiming that the house, every apartment is yours. You're taking out people's cars, you take pictures and sending to this lady, claiming that those cars are yours. You're living large. Why you're deceiving this person? Why? You're living in a single room. What do you expect this lady to do? What do you expect this lady to do once she left home, come here? Some of them, once they get here, once the lady she's get here, you already like married her, you did the traditional wedding back home and do everything. Then you brought her over because you lied from the beginning. You lied from the beginning. When they get here, what do you think they do? Some of them do what? They will pretend that all is well until what? They got their papers complete. They will pretend that everything is fine. They will not show you their record. They will not show their real characters. Maybe they'll be telling some of their friends. They will not tell you because now they left their jobs, they left their house, they left everything, their comfort zone. They get here. And then what? They find out that you are living in a one room and they have to share the toilet and bathroom with some other people. She can't go back because she has left her job. What do you expect? Then she will pretend. She will pretend that she's quietly in love with you and everything until she got her papers complete. Then she would leave. And once she left, what happens? This man's relatives and friends would then do what? They start spreading rumors that see, look at this lady that just came the other day. She just there after a few years because she was waiting for her papers to complete. Then she left. With that, doing what? They don't know the real story. They don't even know what happened. But they will carry the rumors around, carry the rumors going everywhere, telling everybody that this lady left Africa and come. Why is she pretending? She was lying. She was doing that, but without knowing from the beginning that this man was deceitful. He lied to the lady. He deceived the lady to come here. She left her comfort zone to come and stay with him. And once she get here, what happens? She find out that everything was a lie. This is one of the things that happens many times. People will not tell you what is going on. I'm talking about some men that wants to go home to marry. Some of them will not tell the woman they want to get married to the truth. They will not tell them everything. They will not tell them how they live it. They will not tell them their circumstances. They will not tell them much of what's happening. They don't tell them how things are with them here until the lady leave Africa and get here. Then she will find out that everything was a lie. There's no car. The car, the man was taking pictures with, it's not his. The apartment was not his. He's just sharing apartment with some people. The only place he got is one room where he stays. You understand? And then what happens? The issue already started. They start having problems from day one. Start having problems from day one. We're discussing the reason why some married women, the reason why some Nigerian married women decide to leave their husbands, they leave their men. That's what we're discussing here. And most times, many people will not tell you the truth. They will not tell you what is happening, how it is, what's really happening. They will not do that. They will not tell you that. And many of them will jump into conclusion in order just to like do what? To paint the ladies, to paint the woman, you know, just to castigate and mess up the woman's name or something like that. All right. There are other reasons, there are other reasons that many women decide to leave once they get to abroad. They decide to leave their husbands. There are other reasons. You understand? There are other reasons. I would like you to know if you know, maybe most of you have had experiences. We have brothers or maybe cousins, or we hear stories. What happens? There are things that you don't know, maybe like things you know as well. Maybe you want to like let us know. The number is there. You can call me and let me know what's going on, or you can put on the comment section why. Why some of them they do that. You get me? Get another reason. Another reason you have to like we have to look into another reason. Some women wants to get to abroad, they leave their husband. It's what we call the cultural clashes. Culture, cultural clashes. The value, the values and norms in the host country, the values and norms in the country where they are in Europe or abroad, or maybe America or Australia. Like I said earlier, the culture are different. So the values and norms in those host country can be vastly different from those back in Nigeria. The values, the culture is quite different. So this can lead to do what? Disagreement and misunderstanding in the marriage. Many Nigerian women abroad find themselves, they turn between traditional responsibility and the desire to adapt to a more progressive society. The conflict will do what? Will come into that significantly. And this is going to affect what? Affect the marriage, affect the way she will live with a partner. You understand? So sometimes the man will bring the culture, still have the same culture, expected her to like live with the same culture. So when she gets to here or get to abroad, lady, you understand? The man might expect her to do what? To be, she's going to be, how will I say, submissive. They just use that word because many people always they're submissive and all that. A lot of things they normally like I said, they do back home, all right, in Africa. The way women behave, the man will expect most times when they get here, they will start behaving like that. But because of the culture and the norms of the Western world, it's quite different. And some of the women, once they leave and come here abroad, some of them they adapt to the host nation, the country where they are. For example, they can come to Germany, or once they get to Germany, they realize that German culture is quite different from Nigeria. They adapt to German culture and then they live their own culture, Nigerian culture, when they get there. So the man would be expecting them to live and bring culture, Nigerian culture, to the marriage, to the house, because that's what was he expecting. That's the reason why he went home to go and marry this lady and brought this lady over. But she get there because she has already found out that there's a lot of opportunities for her personal growth, a lot of opportunities for her what? Freedom. Now she would like to exercise those freedom. Do you understand? By living her own cultural norms and all that, then adapt to the what? The host nation culture and norms. And because of that, you find out that they start having issues. You start having issues. Okay. The man might, okay, let me just give you an example. He might be expecting this lady to, when he goes to work, come back, she'll cook, do some other chores at home, prepare everything. Make sure that you know how women do back home. Some of the things now they do. But this lady, maybe she realized that here she have options for this. She cannot do most of those things. Then she might be telling the husband that no, I can't do those things anymore. You understand? You have to do this, do that, do that. Then they start having issues. They have conflict. They start having issues in the house because of the culture is different. She left her own culture and adapt to the culture of the country where they are now. Because in Nigeria, most of those women don't have that what? They didn't have options. They didn't have that options that they have now in abroad. Okay? Some of them, you see them, they will stay with their husband back home, Nigeria. They will stay there. They will they will do maybe accept anything. The man might be abusive. The man might do a lot of things to them, talk to them anyhow, all of that. They will not say anything because of how the culture is. They don't have options. Where are they going? Because they're dependent on the man for everything. But once they get here, they realize that there is a lot of job for them. They can make their own money. They have their own freedom. They can even live on themselves. What do you think? Some of them, they will adapt. They will grab it with two hands, that freedom. They will grab that freedom and they focus on their personal growth. And once they do that, problems start having. They have a problem in their relationship. They start having problems straight away. The man will be like, This is not what I was expecting. If I was expecting something like this, maybe I could have married from where I am, but I came home because I needed someone from my place with the same culture and mentality like me, and they start having problem. These are problems, issues, things. Why the reason some women, you see, some Nigerian married women, they will leave their husband because of cultural clashes. Cultural clashes. You understand? The values and norms, some of them they leave it, they dump it, and just grab the values and culture of the country where they are now living. Okay? That is a problem. They start having problem. So most times you see men, they will say, okay, I'm going back home to go and marry. I want to marry from my village. I want to marry from my kindred. I want to marry from my people because they believe that they have the same mindset. They believe that they have the same culture. They believe that the woman will help him to train his kids, to teach the kids their own culture, everything about where they come from. You understand? That's the reason why some men, you see them, they'll say, okay, yeah, they want to go home and marry to bring their wife over. Like other countries, like Indians, they do that a lot. They bring their people. Sometimes even they do arranged marriage so that they will keep the family lineage and everything, the culture intact. You understand what I mean? That's the same thing. White people do the same. So when the black, an African or Nigerian man want to do that, he went home to go and bring his wife. Once the wife, some of them, once they get here, once they get to abroad, or once they get here in the West, some of them they tends to leave that culture and norms, and they adapt the culture of the country where they're residing now. And because of that, you see that they start having issues. They're having problem in their house. They're having problem in their home. Some of them, they'll start behaving like the women in the country where they reside, and it brings problem because it was not what the man was expecting. Okay, the number is up. Number is on the screen: +447449823876. You can call me. I would like to hear your own opinion or your thoughts on what we're discussing. Why some married Nigerian women decide to leave their men once they get to abroad? Why? What is the reason why? If you know some of them, you can put a comment section or you can call me. You understand? You understand? Most times, I have to say this. I have to say this, okay? If I didn't say it, I think I'm gonna like I'm deceiving myself. When we were home, when I was back home, there are things that we notice, especially students, girls in university, okay? Some guys, many guys maybe they live here in abroad and they want to train their girlfriend or their fiance. Let's put it like that. Maybe they met before they traveled, or they met this lady online, or maybe through their family members or their friend, or just maybe someone introduced them to the lady and she came from a good home and all that. So they want to train her in school. They put in money, same money. She's in the university. They want to train her to help her to study after studying and everything. Then the man will do papers for her to join him over in the West. Okay. There are things that most men don't really understand. And I know that some women, some girls, they're going to be angry with me. But I have to say it because it's something that is happening. Do you understand? Once a lady is in university, well, I want you to understand something. I'm talking about Nigeria. Like I said earlier, I don't really know about other countries in Africa, but I'm talking about Nigeria because I studied in Nigeria. I grew in Nigeria. I know most of what I'm saying now. Some ladies in university, that's what they call, they have the, they have assignment boyfriend. They have what they call oppressor. Maybe I don't know if the names have changed. Those days they used to call it oppressor. Oppressor is maybe like some men that send money out for them, some men that sponsor them in school, their boyfriend that or matter someone that's selling maybe motor parts or is working in oil companies and all that, something people that come and bring some, give them money, okay? Then they have you that is abroad, that is sending money, that is sponsoring them to send them money. You understand what I mean? And they maybe sometimes you see them, they have a boyfriend in school. These are four different men in their life. You understand? You are the one sending money, sponsoring her in school, making her life to be comfortable to stay there. All right. And she be taking money off you. And then she be using that money now to take care of her boyfriend and her maybe call it a assignment boyfriend. Okay. And if she cannot sustain with money you are sending on that, she can collect from her oppressor or paparazzi, whatever you call them. I don't know what they're calling them now. And this is the things that happen in that maybe most times some guys they don't know. And this kind of person, you if you are in with this person and then after school and everything, she wants to come and join you. Once you get here, having in mind that she has a boyfriend back home, she has a band that she's been dating before she met you. You didn't know that. Some of them, sometimes they will not tell you that they have a man, they have a boyfriend already the same way. You understand? And remember, two of you didn't have any courtship. You don't know each other. Maybe you just through calls. You're calling on the phone, FaceTime and everything. She don't know your character. She don't know much about you. The person she knew is the guy that she'll be staying with. And then you manage to bring this lady over. Now, the period that she's at home looking for job or period that she's at home waiting for her papers to be complete or something, and then you are the one going out, going to work, and every time you go to work, coming back and making sure that everything all right. When you are not there, well, what do you think she does? She's still calling. She's gonna call the guy. She'll be calling the same person. She'll be calling the same person. And most times, when they're leaving, they will tell this guy, "Don't worry. Once everything is okay, I'm gonna come back for you. I'm gonna come back for you. I'm gonna come and pick you up." Okay. Now you that is in abroad that brought this person, you become what? You are becoming now. You are the one that is in sponsoring their relationship because her mindset is not to come and stay with you to build a family. Her mindset is now for what to get her papers, establish herself. Then she will leave you. Then and get her own person, the person that she was in love with. And that is one of the things that happens to some guys that they don't really understand. They don't know. You understand what I mean? It's not every lady. I'm talking about some women like that. And if that kind of person falls into your line, if it falls into your trap, if it falls into you, if they mean this kind of person, there's no way it never work. It will never work. It happens. Those ones is experiences that me I had. I know. I've no fear. Even I know some people that it has happened to here, the West. You understand what I mean? We're discussing why the reason why some married women decide to leave their husbands once they get to abroad. That's what we're discussing this evening. Okay, I'm still expecting you guys to call. You understand? A call. Reasons why they leave their husbands. Reasons why they leave their men once they get to abroad. Nigerians in diaspora. The reason why some married women decide to leave their husband. There are many reasons, which you can let me know if you know. If you know some of them, you can call or you can put a conversation. You understand? I think what we normally do every Friday, there are some people that are celebrating their birthdays this week. All right. Before I forget, I would like to acknowledge them. Now, please just bear with me 1 minute before I forget. All right, we have Sonny Dennis. We have Aso Angelica. We have Ifoma Onyekwere, Rejoice Ugweze, and Nikki Henderson. Happy birthday, guys. Happy birthday, guys. And I wish you whatever you wish yourself. Okay. And I pray that God will grant you your wishes. Okay. Happy birthday, Dennis. Sonny Dennis. Happy birthday, Aso Angelica. Happy birthday, Ifoma Onyekwere. Happy birthday, Rejoice Ugweze. And happy birthday, Nikki Henderson. Okay, I'm gonna play your jingles for you now. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Birthday, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. We're discussing reasons why some married Nigerian women decide to leave their men once they get to Europe or once they get to abroad. All right. Another reason, like I said, another reason, another reason might be the quest for personal growth and independence. I made mention about personal growth, right? And I made mention about independence. Some of them, the quest, the one is so bad. In a new environment, many women find opportunities to pursue education. They have opportunity to pursue their education. They have opportunity to pursue their careers and personal development, which may cause tension if their husband aren't supportive. So that personal growth and self-discovery is one of the catalysts for leaving what? Their partners. Personal development. Some of them, they have the opportunity now to do what? They maybe they didn't go to school. They didn't have the opportunity to finish their studies in Africa. They didn't have the opportunity to go to university. And they maybe some of them they are thinking that they are old. They cannot continue their educations anymore. Hello, hello, good evening, welcome.
Good evening.
Yeah, well, welcome.
Okay, I was battling with network. I just want to contribute on the topic.
Yeah.
So the reason why the women may leave
Mm.
or will leave the man, there are many of them. You understand?
Okay.
There are numerous reasons. But let me just start with, the one, if those guys or those diasporas,
Mm.
the life over there in the Western world is not the same with the life in their local town where they come.
Hello. Okay. It was talking about I think it was trying to talk about the life. That's the cultural clashes, isn't it? The cultural clashes, the values and the norms, the life people, the life they live in the West here might be different from the life where they live, maybe where they come from, their villages or town, or in Nigeria. Let's just use that. Okay, I think that's what he was trying to say. All right, I was saying before called. I think he was going to call back again. Talking about the quest for personal growth and independence. Understand? Many of some women, when they back home, maybe many of them didn't finish university. They didn't go to university, or maybe they didn't have the opportunity to finish their school or something like that. And they get here in Europe or get here in, they just leave out Nigeria and go abroad. And now they have opportunity. They see that there's a lot of opportunity for them to do what? Further their careers, further their what? Education, pursue their education. And then their personal development. You see that they want to go back to school. They want to study. They want to expand their knowledge. But most times the husband or the man that brought them over might not be supportive. And if the man is not supportive, that's you see that the conflict already started. They're having issues immediately. You understand? And this pursuit of personal growth and self-discovery might lead to do what? Lead, lead the woman now to leave the man. Because first thing, one thing I keep on pointing it out. There's opportunities here. They have there's freedom. There's freedom. And even some people might get to the extent of saying that in the West, they have women, it's easy for them. They have more freedom to men. You understand? Because most it's like everything is just centered about women and kids. So once the women they get here, they find out that they have freedom. They have a lot of opportunities. And now they want to do what? They want to pursue their career. They want to go back to school and study and everything. And the man might not like that. They see that the conflict problem will start having, and they start having problem immediately. Okay? They start having problem. You see that often the restriction by a traditional gender role. Some men might have that mentality, African mentality that women, they don't need to have, how will I say, they don't need to be they normally use that. They don't need to be too educated. They don't need to be too educated. You understand? So with that traditional gender roles, see that most of Nigerian women in diaspora, they find liberation away from their societal expectations. They want to break free from that chains that once bound them. The chain. They redefine their identities. They want to do that. Now they want to do what? They grab and then embrace, that newfound independence. They are free. Independence. They are free. They can do whatever they want to do. And the society do what? Warrant them to do it. You understand? You see them, majority of all those traditional gender roles that a woman is supposed to be at home, she's supposed to be in the kitchen, she's supposed to be the one doing all the whole things, chores and all that. The man will be the man to go outside to prepare, get food and get everything. Some of them, they will not adhere to that. And they want to get away from that. You understand? They don't want to just want to get away from that. They want to break that free from that chains that once bound them. They don't want to do that. They want to succumb to that. They want to be free. And they want to grab the new identity. So they start having issues. The man will start having they have problem. They start having problem with the man. Do you understand what I mean? So these are the things that that some of them you need to talk before you bring this person, before you decide that you want to go back home, you want to go back to Nigeria to marry and bring a wife over. There's a lot of things you need to talk about. A lot of things you need to let this lady know. You have to let her know everything about you. Let her know your beliefs and let her know because still if you still believe or maybe have that focus everything on the culture and norms and the values of Africa, sometimes it doesn't work. No. Some of the ladies, once they get here, realize that there's a lot of freedom. They have that free independence. They find new independence. It's difficult, and that's when they start having that cultural conflict, cultural clashes. Problem, big time problem, big time problem. Okay, another reason why she will leave you if she gets here. Another reason why she she will leave you is absence of extended family support. Family support, extended family support. Do you understand? Most times, you see that back home, extended families, they play a significant role in resolving marital disputes. Back home in Africa, in Nigeria, if you're married and you're having conflict, you're having problem with your family, you have a problem with your wife. So you see that the extended families, your mom or your dad or your wife's mom or dad, your uncles or something like that, they always play a very vital role in resolving what? Conflict. The marital disputes. They play a vital role in that. Understand me? They play a vital role. But abroad, couples are often on their own. They're often on their own. It's just you and her. You understand? And which can what? Exacerbate conflict. Can exacerbate conflict. You understand? It's just you and her sometimes. And once the conflict started, you can see that you find it difficult. You can find it difficult now. There's nobody to play, to help, nobody to to help to resolve the issues, dispute and all that. It's just you and her. So it's difficult. It's quite difficult. That's it. So that's most of the things, some things that happens when you go to abroad. If you bring in it, planning to bring you bring the woman abroad, you want to go back to Africa to marry and bring your wife home, bring her over here. Understand, you calculate all the money, everything, because it's not gonna be easy because you're gonna put a lot of money, put a lot of resources. Understand, if she's still in school, you want to do what? Help her in school, to sponsor her to do what? So I have to finish her studies and everything, come and join you here to help you out, to raise your family. You understand? And then if she's not if she's not in school and you want to bring her over here, that a lot of money. You have to put a lot of resources to bring her over. You understand? And all of these things is something that most times you see that many men, they go through all these hurdles. They put the money together, they work hard and do all of that just to make sure that they bring their wife over in the hope that help, she will help in raising the kids, help them, support them, you know, to raise the kids in their own culture. But all of these things, if you don't know most of these things, if you don't know why most of them they leave, and if you don't look into it properly, if you don't really try to know why this lady want to come and join you, if you try to know what's the reason why she's coming over, because most of them don't really know why they're coming over. Understand? First of all, you don't lie. Tell her the truth. Let her know how you live in it, your circumstances. You start from there. If it's someone that will want to stay with you, if it's someone that really want to build a family with you, then you know from there. Kind of from there. Because you're discussing, you're talking with this person, you chat with them. I understand that most people change. Some of them, like I said, when they get here, maybe they might change or all of that. But from day one, if you really know all of these things we're discussing this evening, you find out you know what you are getting into. You know what you are getting into. You understand? Because the rate is high a bit. Divorce and separation is high. It's high in African community. It's high in the black community. It's there. You understand? It's high. I'm talking about is high. So the probability that she's gonna leave is there. It's high. You understand? And that is what things that you have to consider before you put your hand into it. Is it good for you to go to your culture? Is it good to go to your lineage? Do you it's good to go to, you know, you go to your home, your country to marry? It's all right. It's good. Depends on what you want and depends on what you are getting into and the family where you get into and the kind of person you want to stay with and the kind of person this person is. You understand? Because like I said, the distance is much. It doesn't matter even if you are dating before you left. Once you leave Nigeria and come to the West and went abroad, it's a different ballgame. Your own mentality will change. The kind of lifestyle will change. The culture where you are, the the country where you are, the culture, everything is going to affect you. The same thing. That's what's going to happen to this lady when she come over because she hasn't been there before, and when she get there, now it depends on how she was brought up or how the kind of lifestyle she want to live will determine how she will live. You understand with you? That is the issue. All right. Bros, the network is still is affecting a lot. Yeah, go on straight. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. So the reasons why the women can live, one, when the guy is not, they feel that when the guy is not educated,
Are you, are you
when the guy is
hello,
timid,
hello, hello, Johnson. I cannot hear you. Hello, I cannot hear you properly. The line is still cutting. If you can change it, just shift a little bit.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better. Just stay there now. Yeah, it's better.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better. It's better. Where you are now is better. Yeah.
Okay. So the reasons are, one, when the guy in question
Mm-hmm.
is not, when the guy came down to his own man and marry a woman and to the diaspora,
Oh no, it's gone. It's hello. It's gone again. It's gone again. I don't know what's going on.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah. Stay where you are. Yeah, it's better.
Can you hear now?
Yeah, it's better. Just go.
Okay. I say when the guy is not educated and the lady is educated,
Mm.
so it could be the reason why the woman may leave the man. And secondly, depend on the nature. When the guy is not doing a genuine business, it may be the reason. So, and when the guy, down here, when we can use the word not sharp.
Mm.
When the guy is not sharp, he's timid.
Mm.
Some ladies need a sharp guy.
Mm-hmm.
When the guy is timid,
Mm.
so the lady may use this as an advantage. And when the guy is somehow stingy, not giving him or bringing all her needs.
Mm.
So it could be the reasons. And another one could be maybe the girl in question may engage in another relationship in her home,
Mm.
then had an agreement or a covenant with the guy, hoping that once he go there and settle, he
Mm.
may come and pick the guy. So all those things could be the reasons why some women once they got married and went down there with the guy in diaspora, they can divorce or leave the guy. So I don't know, because of the network, I will punctuate here.
Yeah, but it's okay. When is where you are now is okay.
Okay, you can go on. You can go on. So I don't know whether I make points with
Yeah,
you.
you made a point because I said I one of the things you said I said earlier. When most times if you remember those days in school, there are some ladies that you see that most of them they have oppressor back abroad that's sending them money, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
they're sending them money and they're using that money on their man they're staying, their boyfriend they're staying with it. And sometimes in school, you remember
Yes.
that some of them they have a assignment boyfriend. They have a boyfriend
Yes.
they have a
Yes.
boyfriend they're staying with,
Yes.
and then they have
Yeah. That help them in academics.
everything.
Yeah.
Then they have their
Yeah.
own boyfriend they're staying with. Then they have the man that is abroad that wants to get married. They want to
Yes.
marry them. They're sending them money. You understand?
Yes.
And they're using that money on the boyfriend and every other stuff. And once this lady leave,
Yeah.
that like what you just said, sometimes they will have a covenant with their boyfriend and the man will not know.
Yes. And sometimes when they leave,
Mm,
because of the guys in university with them,
mm,
and the guy is sharp and educated,
mm,
maybe sometimes all this Facebook or arranging, you see somebody or somebody recommend her to that man in diaspora,
mm.
and he didn't know the man's character, he
Mm.
didn't know his characters, understand?
Yeah.
And all those things. He'll be doing those things, sending money, sending money. Once you got married with the man, clear your papers and send you over there
Mm,
and preaching there, you now begin to study the man's character and you now see that his character and your character, they cannot match.
mm,
It doesn't suit you.
mm,
Maybe the man may be old or age, the age bracket, the
mm,
man may be older than her.
mm.
All those things can lead to the girl will leave you. See that the man is not the man in my choice or the man I want to marry. All those things.
And
So
the ones
could
they
be
get here,
the
once they get here and they find out that they have opportunities, they have options,
yeah,
then
yeah. They will bring the boy
they will bring the guy.
they want.
Mm.
Yes, over there. So they will continue. So all those things. So these days now, our advice now goes to. I love your topic. I don't know the topic you are bringing. I so much love them. They are very, very, very educative. So those diaspora now, those ones that have not gotten wife or they are not married,
Mm.
they should now listen very carefully to this our topic so that they know what they should do or how they will marry.
Okay.
Understand?
Yeah.
And of people they will engage with.
Okay.
So I don't know whether
Yeah.
I
Okay.
make point.
Yeah. Thank you. At least finally you get through. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Thank
Mm.
you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Keep it up.
All right. Like what he said that some men that are in diaspora that are planning to marry back home, that they have to think and then know the kind of person they want to marry to, because you might go to Africa and go and marry to someone else's wife. What I mean by that is that she already giving herself, or she already, how will I say it, she already has a man that she wants to marry. She already has a man that she knows that they have their own plans, that how they will live together. Just because of circumstances, maybe the parents or the guy is not buoyant at that moment. So this opportunity comes that she have to leave and go abroad. And you're giving her the opportunity now to better their life. What do you think is going to happen? She will leave and come over with the intention of going back tomorrow to go and bring her boyfriend, her man. You understand? So, like what the guy said, he said already, maybe because of the age difference, you are older, and because of that, she will use that opportunity and say that you're old, your life didn't match. They get here, your characters and everything doesn't suit each other. It's not uh, it's not compatible. Normally, that's what they normally use the word compatible. That is not compatible. So as it's not compatible, if you're already like giving her the papers for her to leave and hear everything, you're that are spending all the money to bring her over. You want to live with this person, plan that you're thinking maybe like both of you raise a family together. But she already giving someone else her word. Understand? It might take 5 years, it might take 6 years, 7 years, it doesn't matter. Then she will still go and bring the person. That's why you can hear that she left. Those are the things, how some of them will leave you. Those are the reasons why some of them will leave you. You understand? So if you're just joining us now, and then you can go through this video or go through this broadcast from the beginning, we said a lot of things which I would not like to go back to now. You get me? So this is it. And this is where we're going to stop this evening. All right. There are a lot of women, beautiful, hardworking, God fearing, devoted women out there. There are a lot of them Africa. There are a lot of them here. There are a lot of them that are looking for a man that they're going to stay with. They're looking for how will I say it, a honored man, the man that will going to take care of them. And most of them are praying that God will bring you on their way. You understand? So if you're lucky and you meet this kind of person, women that wants to build a home, women that wants to raise children, women that wants to marry, women that want to stay with their man and all that. It doesn't matter what country or where they come from. If you're lucky, she came from your culture. If you're lucky, I don't know how to put it. You understand? There's a lot of them. You understand? Are they? Just choose the right one. Choose the right one, because if you make the wrong choice, if you make the wrong choice, it's a very, very big problem, because here in the West, if you're here in abroad, if you make mistake, it takes time. It can take you almost 10 to 20 years to recover. It takes a lot of time for you to recover, especially if you make the wrong mistake getting into a woman that don't want to stay with you. Your life is finished. You can never. It takes long for you to recover. You understand what I mean? And those are the things maybe you have to like think about before you embark on this journey. And on that note, this is all we have to discuss this evening. And if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, don't forget to do that. One on YouTube, and we are on Facebook. One on Facebook. Follow us on Facebook, and make sure that you share this program to your contact on Facebook. Share this program, and then I will definitely see you next week. Thank you for joining us on this journey today. If you find this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up. Okay, share it, and don't forget to subscribe. Like I said, on more content like this, we have a lot of them. Until next time, stay curious and keep what? Exploring. Keep exploring. Keep exploring. All right. And good evening.